Rise and shine, superstars. Is your favorite life coach, MB, and today is a great day. Why? Because you are still here. So stop what you're doing, comment below, and shout at the top of your lungs. Come through if you are thankful that God woke you up this morning, because gratitude is the absolute best way to start your day. And if for some reason you might not be thankful today, you don't know why you're still here, then I challenge you to just sit down and find at least one good reason why you should be glad that there's breath in your lungs and life in your body. Because whatever you're going through right now is only temporary. It's only seasonal. So don't make a permanent decision based off of a temporary situation. Okay, Empower Tribe, y'all ready for another great day? This week, we are focusing on the principles to progress and how these simple strategies can help you transform your life. Now, if you missed yesterday's video, click the link in the description below. Go back and watch the replay. And subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications so you can stop missing videos. Gosh dog it. Now, today's principle to progress is different, is still great. And in the words of Sir Trick Daddy, let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. All right, so check this out. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep on saying it. Your story is valuable. Your experience is unique, and you are highly valuable as you are. President Theodore Roosevelt said, and you've probably heard this quote before, comparison is the thief of joy. And see, when we lack self-confidence, when we don't think that we're enough, who we are, what we have to offer is good enough, or the package that we come in is good enough, that's when we fall victim to the comparison crook. We wake up and we think about how we can change our outward appearance, change the things that we have so that we can become on the outside what we think other people want. We lose sight of our true value. And we begin constantly chasing after finding out what it is that other people want, when the truth is what we think they want isn't really necessarily what they want. It's just what we've convinced ourselves of. Like, this is what somebody else wants, so let me try to be that. Instead of being who you were created to be and attracting the people that are meant to come to you. Raise your hand if you've ever compared yourself to someone else. The things you have, the way you look, like your hair, your skin color, the house you drive, the house you live in, the car you drive, your spouse, your children. Like, have you ever compared yourself to someone else? How much money you have? How happy you are? We're all guilty of it, and it's so easy to do, especially in today's age when we have access to social media. Because now we have access to people all around the world, people we would have never even known existed had we not had seen them on an app in our hand. And so now we're so busy chasing after what it is we think other people have, or what it is we think other people like, instead of actually remembering or realizing, what is it that I like? Because you're telling yourself that you want to look this way and you want to be this way and you want to have these things because that's what other people have. That's how other people look. But we came in this world, we were confident. We demanded milk. We came in with demands. Give me my milk, change my diaper. I don't want to go to sleep right now, so you figure it out. But somewhere along the way, we lost that confidence. And I can bet you it started when you first started getting introduced to people outside of your family, to those other kids at school. You show up at school and now you got some 6-year-old snotty-nosed kid asking you, why are your ears so big? Oh my goodness, your feet are flat. Ooh, guys, she's got an Audi. What's wrong with her earlobes? And some of us have held on to the comments and the opinions of a 6-year-old. And we still hold that inside now. And now we're comparing what we have to other people and thinking that what we came in here with was never good enough. Nobody cares about other people's opinions. Well, actually, everybody does, but we shouldn't, because the Bible says a fool is not interested in understanding, only airing out their opinions. So all those opinions that you're accepting right now, you're allowing to dictate and navigate your life and how you look and what you do, they're coming from fools. They're coming from people who aren't trying to understand who you are at the core, but then turn around and tell you how you need to live your life. When the truth of the matter is, we're missing out on the most important thing. What God placed on the inside of us, our gift, our purpose. And God gave you the package that you're in right now for a reason. Because there's somebody out there, some people who need to hear your message. They need to see your possibilities. But the only way that they'll receive it and change their lives if it comes from you in the package that God gave you. See, when you go out there and you start changing the package, now it looks like it could be something else. And so it's easy to ignore or easy to forget. Like it's easy to listen to advice from someone that you're distant from. Like you can't relate to them really, but you're trying really hard. It's easy to listen to advice from them, but guess what? It's also easy to forget it. But if you're willing to accept who you are and what you have to offer and believe that the package that it came in is exactly what it was supposed to be in, then you can share what you need to share with the people who need to hear it, and they're going to hear it easily, receive it easily, and change because they held on to it. The Cheshire Cat said, a rose is still a rose, even under different petals. And we're so caught up. There's two lessons here. We're so caught up in trying to change our petals that we forget that we're a rose. The first lesson is just because you change what's on the outside, you go do all these things to it and manipulate it, it doesn't mean that the inside has changed. And transformation, that life that you want, those things that you want, the freedom, the peace, the love, the joy, abundance, all of that you want, it's not going to come to you if you're spending all of your time, energy, and attention focusing on the outside things, but you're not trying to change the inside. And another principle is, regardless of what's on the outside, regardless of what kind of petals, the inside is still a rose. What does that mean? It means that you are just as valuable as you are as the people you're comparing yourself to. The value in you is what's inside. There's nobody better than you. You're not better than anybody else. You have your own value. You have your own unique experiences, but you have to embrace them and then transform and use them for your purpose. In the cartoon movie, Alice walks up to the queen's courts, and she sees these cards, the Ace of Clubs, Three of Clubs, and I think it was the Six of Spades or something. And they're out there in the garden with a bucket of paint and a ladder, and they're going from rose bush to rose bush. We're painting the roses red. We're painting the roses red. We're painting the roses red. And Alice said, why are y'all painting the roses red? And so one of them says, well, we accidentally planted white rose bushes. And if the queen finds out, it's off with our heads. So we're painting the roses red. We're painting the roses red. We're painting the roses red. It doesn't matter what you change on the outside. It doesn't matter what you can create or bring to yourself on the outside, what you can buy, what you can have, what you can convince people that you have. That doesn't matter. Because inside, you're still a white rose. And guess what? That white rose is good enough. It was good enough for God, so it's good enough for you and the people it's meant to serve. But some of us, see, if we had enough money right now, we would go pay somebody to change everything about us on the outside. Get a bigger butt, suck some of this off right here and tuck it over there. Fix your lips, break your nose, all kinds of stuff. We would pay them to change, but then we wouldn't do the hard work of digging up the soil and finding out what's really special about our differences and our uniquenesses on the inside. And it's all because we lack the confidence in ourselves, because we're holding on to 6-year-old opinions that have now developed into 18-year-old opinions and 23-year-old opinions. And some of us well out of college and you still thinking about what somebody told you as a freshman. And you're not even the same person anymore. And if you're trying to get to that life that you want, you're never going to be the same person because you're constantly evolving. You've accepted who you are. You've accepted what you have. You said that you're highly valuable and you said that you're enough. And now you're doing everything in your power to evolve and grow and change and become the person that can have the life that you're dreaming about. But you have to realize that a white rose is just as valuable as all the other roses in the garden, regardless of what color your petals are. So today, I challenge you, just take 10 minutes today and sit in front of the mirror. And don't examine your external appearance. Don't examine your petals. Dive deep into your rose. Examine your insides. What is it about you on the inside that you want to change, that you need to change in order to get the life that you want? What is it on the inside that's different, that is going to bring you the life that you want? You just got to nurture it a little more. You got to put a little more potting soil on that, a little more milk grow, give it a little more water, and it'll get you where you want to go. Like when you look at yourself, the inside of yourself, what do you see? Do you see great value, off-brand? Or do you see quality? You know, some people go for the cheap all the time and they overlook the quality because the quality costs more. But then they end up spending more on the cheap because they keep having to replace the cheap, when if they would have just went with the quality in the first place, they would have avoided all the problems. Don't chase the cheap. Don't chase the cheap outward experience. Go with the quality that's on the inside of you. And a lot of the situations that you get yourself into in life, you would have overlooked them because you would have seen, I'm more valuable than that. Oh, I'm rare. I'm too expensive for that kind of foolishness. But you have to believe it and see it for yourself. Do you see yourself as standard, or do you see yourself as customized, unique? Like it's two cars on the road. Both of them look the same on the outside. Same windows, same bumper, same paint color. But somebody went to the dealership and said, just give me the standard version. It's doing its job. It's good enough. It'll get me from A to B. Then somebody said, no, I'm a little more better than that. I deserve better than standard, because I'm going from A to B and I want to be comfortable. I'm going from A to B and I want to feel like luxury. I'm going from A to B and I want to feel important the way that God made me. And so they go in, they get custom tinted windows, the custom wood grain. They have this special Blu-ray, Bluetooth. They have custom heating, cooling, massage seats. Like when they traveling from point A to point B, oh, it's an enjoyable experience. It's not I'm just going to make it from here to there. No. As I'm going from here to there, I'm going to enjoy it. It's the difference between first class and the back of the plane. Y'all both going to get there, but somebody's sitting by a toilet. So embrace your uniqueness. Because if you want the life of your dreams, you have to be willing to change, and transformation requires changing from the inside. It requires looking at yourself for who you were created to be, and then bringing that on the outside, and then your outside will change. But you have to be willing to do the work, and you have to be willing to accept that you are precious, you are valuable, you are unique, and that everything about you is the way that it is because that's what's going to get you to the life of your dreams. You have to say, I am better. I want better. I deserve better. And I'm going to have better. And you're going to attract to yourself the best version of everything and everybody. But you have to see the gem, the white rose that's on the inside. But you know what it is. If you don't remember anything I just said, always remember this. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be great, and it's a great day to find the greatness in you. Now go out there and live the greatest day of your life.